Okay, welcome everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for this wonderful Wednesday evening, following a beautiful daf in Chumashir, and our Mishna Yomis is sponsored Lili Nishmas David ben Chaim, Refu Shalem for Yomis ben Chayesar, Yaakov ben Basileia, also Schus Avraham ben Yom ben Shmamal Yudis and family. We learn sponsored by the Fisher family. We learn Shmis Basi Bas Rabbi Shalom ben Avraham Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We also learn sponsored by Yol Klugman and family. We learn for Rivka Bas Shira Leah, for Devorah Bas Shoshabina, Moshe Meir ben Esther Fradel, and Meir ben Chayesar. They should have a refuah shalema b'seich sharchei Yisrael. So the Mishnah tells us ha'oived avodah zara. Remember, this is a death sentence of stoning. Ha'oived avodah zara, one who worships idolatry, echad ha'oived, whether he does it in the unique method of worship for that idol, like throwing stones at the miraculous, or if he sacrifices an animal, he smokes it up or smokes incense, he pours a libation, or he bows down. Those are four universal types of worship for all idols. Or he accepts it upon himself as a god. And he says to the idol, Eliata, you are my deity. If he just hugs it, Menashek, he kisses it, Mechabed, he sweeps in front of it, Merabes, he sprinkles down the dust so it shouldn't rise up, Vamerachet, he bathes it, Hasach, he anoints it, Hamalbish, he clothes it, Vamanel, puts on shoes. That's not a death sentence. That's just a negative prohibition. Hanoider b'shmai, if somebody makes a vow by the name of an idol, of a mekayim b'shmai, or he takes an oath by the idol, it's a negative prohibition. Hapoer atzmai l'bal par. Now we're going to learn, when you do the unique type of worship, even if it's strange, one who defecates in front of Baal Pa'ar, Zui Avodasa, that's its unique service, and that's a death sentence. Or Azarik Evan Lamarculus, one who throws a stone at the Marculus, which is its type of worship, Zui Avodasa, and that's a death sentence. Now the Torah says that there's a type of service, a way of the Goyim called giving his child to Molech. Now, Molech itself is not a god, but the followers of Molech take children, give it back, and have the father pass it through a fire or over a fire. So, Anoisei Mizar LaMolech Eino Chayev Achi Yimsor LaMolech, until they give it to the priest of Molech, and then the priest gives it back, v'yavir ba'esh, and then they pass it over a fire or through a fire. Masa l'melech, if they gave it to the priest of Molech, v'lo yaver ba'esh, but didn't pass it through or over the fire, hever ba'esh, they passed it through the fire, v'lo masa l'melech, but didn't give the child to the priest of Molech, einoi chayev, achi yimsa l'melech v'yaver ba'esh, unless both are done. They had to give it to the priests of Molech, then the priest gives it back, and the father passes it over the fire or through the fire. Now there are types of necromancy, this is communication with the dead, known as Ov v'Yadaini. Bal Oiv, the necromancer, the practitioner of Oiv, Zepitum. This is one who takes a skull, smokes incense in front of the human skull, and asks from it questions. That's a pitan, and also Hamedaber b'shechya. There is a practitioner of Oiv that is able to get the mace to speak from under his armpit. Those are, the practitioners are doing a capital offense. V'yedaini. Also, this is a type of necromancy. There was an animal a rear animal called the Yadua animal. This animal was a type of animal that looked like a plant. It had, as the Rav explains, it had a head like a human and hands and feet like a human, and it was attached to the ground. It had a cord attaching it to the ground. The way to kill it was to shoot an arrow at the cord and sever it from the ground, and then it died. Now the practitioner of the Yadayni took a bone from this creature and put it in his mouth, and through it had the spirit of the dead speak from his mouth. The Yadayni Zah Befiv, Hare Elu Beskila, these practitioners were stoned. Vanishal Behem, those who questioned them, Ba'azhara, are over alive. Those that sought their advice transgresses a negative prohibition. We want to thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.